But if you want to buy something that's not fragile, you have, if we're honest, right? Because overall, bikes are not really well made, if we're honest. Bikes are not the definition of good engineering. I mean, the engines most of the time are great because basically, the newer engines anyway, are great because basically they rev really high, so they have to be sturdy. And they have to accept important variations in temperature and stuff, so that's no problem. But the rest of it is kind of, let's be honest, kind of loosely built, right? It's not really, you know, stress proof. Bikes get broken fairly easily, so come on. Yes, thank you, madam. And thank you, sir. So the point is, I wanted to buy something else, and then I started looking at the bikes on second-hand offers and stuff, and I was like, even if I had all the money in the world, which obviously I don't, I wouldn't be able to find a bike that perfectly suits me. Because, for example, let's say I buy a BMW. Let's say I buy a K1300R, which I could have bought actually, which I now have the money to buy. Not new, obviously not new, but like an old one, like with, I don't know, 40,000 kilometers. Even though I really don't want to buy a bike with 40,000 kilometers, that's another problem. But say the K1300R, it's a very beautiful looking bike, extremely well built, because it's German technology and German engineering. You can't go wrong with that. The electronics on it are really good, and the proof of it is that it's used on most of BMW's bikes. It has like an alarm and ASR and ABS and all the crap that maybe I don't need, but it's always good to have. Apart from the ABS, which I'm not sure, but no, I'm sure it has it, but I'm not sure it's good to have. But in any case, you know, a brilliant bike all around. But if you put a top case on it, it looks like shit. But not like this one shit, because this one actually looks quite good with the top case. But the BMW, it would ruin its appearance, because it's like a monster, you know. The bike is like very aggressive. If you put a top case on it, just forget about it. It's fugly, right? And the other thing is, if you take a K1300R and you put like a big windshield on it, same thing, right? It's ugly as hell. So, okay, let's think about something else. Let's maybe think about the K1300S, which is the sports version of the R, but has a windshield. Okay, that was a bit wrong what I did there, but it has a windshield. Yes, okay, that's fine. It has a windshield. We're happy about that. But it looks shit. The bike looks shit. The headlights, the headlamps are not as beautiful as the R version. So that's not good, right? That's also not what we want. So, you know, it's kind of... So that's for the BMWs, and I don't have the money to buy a 1200 GS, and if I had the money to buy a 1200 GS, I wouldn't, because why would I need a 1200 GS in the streets of Paris? I mean, it's so big, I would not be able to park it anywhere without getting a fine, which I almost can't do with this one to begin with. And it's so fucking big. I mean, if I drop it, I can't put it back up. And And why would I drop it? Well, just because it's so fucking heavy, and you know, I can't like traffic filter with it because it's top heavy and shit. This guy in front of me just did the most stupid, idiotic thing ever done by any driver in the world. So it's you can see how it's a decision that is very hard to take. There are other bikes as well I could have thought about. I thought about the FJR 1300. It's just a brilliant bike, very sports, very sporty as well. It has a good amount of power, and it has a shape that actually corresponds to what I'm looking for, which is something that you can tour around in, and you can also have fun with it. So basically a good choice. Okay, so yeah, but it's too expensive. It's too heavy for traffic filtering, and see, so that's that. I could have thought about the V-Strom, the Suzuki V-Strom. I don't know if it's that, if you pronounce it that way, is STROM, but that bike is trail-like. It has a big front wheel and a small back wheel, and I think it's stupid looking. I mean, no, the bike itself looks quite good. There's no question about that. It looks quite good, but I can't take a bend. I can't take a bend with a correct lean angle on that bike, and that's something I want to be able to do. I want to be able to take my touring bike and go have fun at the track. You know, I want to be able to do this. The light goes to yellow, and I just have to like lightly twist the throttle and just go ahead. So what's left? No other bike is as good as this one for what I want to do with it, apart from maybe the Phaser. But like, I don't want the Phaser because I've got this one, so that's the same thing. Why change for a Phaser if I've got a Z750S? I mean, it makes no sense. So yeah, the answer is taking care of it. That's the conclusion. That's mainly the conclusion, is taking care of it, and trying to be ambitious but not rubbish with it, because that's what I've been until now. So that was a long vlog, people. I guess it's going to be two parts, or one part if you're interested. Maybe one part, because yeah, maybe one part. I don't know. We'll see, depending on the length, but it might be quite long. So we'll see that.